Hey, happy new year, good people. How you doing? This is the grandpa. You know what? I'm back. It's 2025, good people, and it's been amazing. 2024, yeah, we had a good run for our shows, and as I was doing the meet the people tour, I came to realize that young children are watching my show. Mnasikizaga nini? Asanteni sana. Welcome to the show, and going forward we shall be having amazing topics with a professional psychologist on set, and I'm here to advise.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Quinter Dah, a psychologist still studying at the University of Nairobi. I'll be co-hosting with the grandpa.
Yeah, abuni kuulize. Why psychology?
Because for me, I champion for mental wellness, and I think that's the reason why I decided to enter the field.
When you say like mental wellness, tuambie na lugha tu rahisi, what is mental wellness?
Mental wellness is all about how you think, how you reason, like how you cope to the issues you have, yeah, such like stuff.
So like I'm sure you've had experiences where tunaingia matatu,
yeah,
and unapata unakwambia gari ni 200 na hujamfanyia kitu and is not intoxicated. That means there's a problem.
Yeah.
There's a problem when we set goals and we don't achieve them.
Sure.
And is procrastination part of mental wellness? Really, like I said something, then I don't do it.
Yes, there has to be something holding you back, and it starts from how you think, your mindset. So you find that you enjoy being in your comfort zone sana, ile yenye, yani you don't want that pressure. You tend to like enjoy being there. You don't want something to like pressure you, to like keep you on toes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's why people tend not to achieve the goals they set.
Now, I am sure majority of you, you bought a new diary and wrote your goals. And that's an exercise that people do every year. But I wonder whether we sit down and take stock of the goals. I want to, maybe from a peer to peer, how do you set your goals, Kwanza? You as Quinter now.
It's for me, I love it coming from inside first, than maybe what I visualize, because you might find you want to enter a field, but it's not driven with passion, and that's why you tend to come to see that because you are not passionate starting it, you'll maybe feel bored on the way. Na at that point, hapo ndo sasa utaamua, no, I don't want to pursue this anymore. Let me take another thing, because you were not passionate about it when you
were
starting.
So it has to come from inside.
You have,
Then ikuje nje.
Because
what you're visualizing,
has to be driven with the inside you first.
Let's help Form 4 or a student when they are creating a goal. What is this that vitu ziko ndani they can check it out?
First, for me, I believe in going with your purpose. Such like know yourself. What do I love doing? What can I do to the best of my ability? Because you'll tend to like find people going with maybe things to flex, but that's not your purpose.
I'm sure last year you had maybe you checked on different trends. What are some of the things that you saw people doing? And I'm sure people were telling you their goals. Or when you are consulting in terms of people wanting to get their craft together. What's some of the patterns that you noticed? When people follow this pattern, they achieve. When they follow this pattern, wanafika hapo penye wanasema waachia.
Now it has to be okay. Now after imetoka from within, then you have to incorporate like the aspects of a SMART goal. Because you'll find someone aseme this year I'll make an international trip.
Yes.
Wamesema this year, wajasema time. They have not like said like I want to make this trip maybe in April. I want to go to Canada.
Yes.
I want like aina time frame, aina like something specific, like I want this. Watasema, you know, when your goal useme like
I want to save.
Yeah, I want to save.
But you're not
usemi the amount you want to save. Ujipati time. So you find that the year is rolling, the year is rolling, time inaenda, but you just say this year I'll save.
Yeah.
This year, because you didn't like give yourself that time useme by April or by March I want to have saved such and such. And ukisema hivyo, now you'll be working like utakuwa unajua ikifika hii time I'm supposed to like attain this amount of money.
Now I'll ask you a question from a layman's perspective.
Yeah.
Grandpa want to save, but nimepata hiyo thao. Nilikuwa nimejiambia hii mwezi niteka thao. Nisikie tamaa ya kuku. What happens for me to change? Now, yes, I'd said I'll put 1,000, but nimepata do na nimepata tamaa. What happens for me to switch, and how can one break that?
Okay, for people there's psychology of wealth and psychology of money.
Okay.
Now with this, it states you cannot like spend more than what you earn. So okay, that's going with your example. I've earned 1,000 and maybe nasikia kula kuku vile umesema, which goes for 700.
Yeah.
Now you'll find that particular day, maybe that's the day you've been paid, you'll spend 700. Utabaki na 300. So doing your calculations, it's not right. And at that point, you don't have to overspend. Just cut your coat according to your size. And you put another one for a rainy day. Not all days are good days.
Yeah.
You'll find there's a day you're super down, you don't have money. But when you started like kujua kusave, then you'll find that there's somewhere when you are experiencing a rainy day, you can get something from your saving. That's only if you have to be disciplined. Discipline is very important. Where you say that, come what may, I'm not going to like kwenda kutoa what niliweka until your time ulisema by this time then I am going to go back and see what I've earned and gathered.
So in short, you're saying when you're putting these goals, there should be an aspiration. Where are we going, and also something to inspire you.
Yeah.
Man, and let me ask you, what is it? Sisi ukawa siwa young, so you come and notice like most of the time we keep on fluctuating.
Yeah.
We keep on. There's no straight line.
Yeah.
What happens? What happens to our mind? Is it a character manini?
No, how can I even put that? Inategemea, you find there's a time you go on your higher self kabisa, then unakuja tena unarudi chini.
Yeah.
Now for me, how I do it ni I pour into myself, because you know.
You pour.
Yeah, I pour into myself. Like with that I mean like I concentrate on myself first. Because yes, people will need my help, but if I'll be pouring it out from an empty cup, then it means we are not helping each other, because I also need help. And I feel like that's how celebs go through a lot, because they want to like their expectations.
Yeah.
But at some point you cannot like really live to those expectations. So you find that yani uko hapo, kuna pressure, the pressure yani iko juu, expectations pia ziko hapo. So at that time, take your time. to like point to yourself, concentrating on yourself kwanza, then at that time you can be able to like point to people's cups.
Actually, I love that aspect because you find like the way, like during the Christmas, that's how I knew kids were watching my show.
Yeah.
I'll find that 90% of my time I was outdoors. But interestingly, what you're saying is very true, because much of the time that I'm not outdoor, I hate even house company. I love being myself.
Yeah.
But I also wonder, if you're watching this show, do you stay alone? Do you have your own time?
Yeah.
It's very important when you're doing these things, because when a Jambia, this week I had targeted to do more content.
Yeah.
But to come Monday, Monday is my, like usually Monday is my free day. So there's nothing happens. It's like the way you guys relax on Sunday. And on Tuesday ni Jambia, sijana ilikuwa Monday, which is like Sunday. Then I can have Tuesday as my Saturday. You get? So what you're saying is that if you're outside there, kwanza, you said time. Be specific on time. Usikuwe na goal, then you're like uko tu. And why do you think we hyper time?
You still want, yani kitu will happen, you don't want to get out of your comfort zone.
Because when you say a comfort zone,
let me explain it. Yes. Comfort zone is that place yani you're doing nothing. Maybe you are just scrolling, where you are always on your phone, doing nothing yenye inaku elevate or yenye inaku songesha mbele. So this place is where you find so much joy because you're not working. Nothing is stressing you. You know, kuna time ikifika, there is pressure of you like to move. Time inaenda. And now when I hide in this year, I want to get a job. But ujasema, like, you've not, the what you speak, me believe what you speak is very important.
Yes.
So ukisema this year I want to get a job, usemi man, wewe utashindanga tu kwa your comfort zone. January ishe, February, like months keep rolling, and you find yourself, no, I'm just in the same place I was when I started the year. Reason being, you didn't give your time that ukujipatia that time yenye ukisema ikifika this time I'm supposed to be here. You don't have to start big. Jipatie time, start with small things, and you'll say by end beginning of February I should have written letters. It starts with the simple things. I want to like write my CV by the second week of January or by the second week of February. I should have assembled my documents. Then, now you are like, the action is there, and there is power in action. You're just doing these things means that there is an end goal for you. And once you are like moving in that motion, then you find yourself, wow, I didn't even realize like I am here. So time is very important.
Have you ever wanted to be a teacher? I like the way you're explaining the whole thing, because maybe before we go for a break, I have a question. Is there something like a vague goal?
Yeah, there is.
Something like, that I can't see you. Is it like the way I can try and touch you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I can try and touch something. Is there anything like that?
Yes, there is. Like, now it's very simple. Someone won't realize it's vague, but it's super vague. Saying that, I'll just use the same example. I want a job. That's a very vague goal. Job? Which job? Kazi yoyote.
Yet I'm a degree holder or a diploma holder.
Yeah. So we have to like, I normally say, decide to work hard or smart, But you have to put in the work. You know, work is there. Either you work.
That's a very simple explanation.
Yeah.
Unatafuta kazi gani? Quinter, natafuta tu kazi yote yenye uko nayo.
How? Is it attainable? Is it realistic? Useme like, I want a job. Which kind of job? So you have to like put all these aspects of a SMART goal for you, and there is a meaning of SMART. Kuna meaning. Make sure your goal is
specific, measurable, attainable.
R is for realistic.
Realistic, then time.
Time.
Yeah. Time. So hakuna kitu hakuna story ya kazi yoyote.
Hakuna ati I want a job.
Tukutane wapi, hoteli yoyote.
Yeah.
Man, sometimes I wish I had such friends when I was a young man. You know what, folks? Let's go for a break, come back, and keep it here. The Coffee Talk with the Grandpa.
Je, wewe ni mfanyabiashara katika sekta ya elimu, afya bora, usafiri ama unamiliki kampuni yoyote ile? Ungependa kupata fursa ya kutangaza biashara yako ili kuwafikia wateja zaidi? Usikonde. Runinga ya Younib inakupa fursa ya kupeperusha matangazo kuhusu bidhaa na huduma unazotoa kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, wasiliana nasi kupitia nambari za simu 0750344700 ama kupitia barua pepe marketing@younibtv.com. Jinyakulie leo. Younib TV, ever the best.
Welcome back to the Coffee Talk with the Grandpa and my amazing co-host.
Quinter.
And you know, over the break we've just had a banter, and since Valentine's you guys are going to enjoy some good insights from her. And let me ask you, Quinter, sometime, yes, I have the goal, I have timeline, but unapata something has come along the way. You may stumble, even go tu kidogo, even rusha off guard. Now from a psychological point of view, because I think the reason why tunapotea, sorry, as young people, we are not understanding the mental process. What happens to that point where I hit a roadblock?
Take your time. Take your time. Maybe if you're faced with a challenge, it's okay to like give yourself space. Jipe your space ya ku adapt to that challenge you're facing. Then recover. Healing is important because ukiamua, yes, I'm facing a challenge, but you want to behave as if nothing happened. I'm continuing with my everyday life.
What?
And it only means that whatever you'll be doing after that major, ikwe minor ama major challenge you're going through, then it means like psychologically, they has to have impact for the other things that you'll be running.
Now, wacha tusimamie hapo. Grandpa has an online business.
Yes.
And nilikuwa nauza laptop. And maybe nilikuwa nimejiambia by the end of maybe January, I want to have sold 100. So what you're saying ni, imefika February 1st, I've sold maybe 2.
Yeah.
So you're saying I should stop kwanza?
Yeah. Stop if you had a goal, timeline pia ulikuwa nayo ya end of January.
Yes.
And your goal was selling 100.
Yes.
You end up selling 2. Why? Because by the time you're putting that goal ya 100, it meant that you had the capability to sell the 100.
Yes.
But you find there are other things weighing you down. And most of the time, one thing people don't want to like agree is that it's all in our mental health. You find that yes, you're doing that business, but you are not okay. Mentally, you're not okay. You may have family issues, you may have your own personal issues, but because we are always told that you shouldn't talk about your problems, what will judge you when you talk, then you find that hizi vitu zote unajiwekea, but they are destroying you inwardly, na the result iko outside.
I want to detour kidogo. Now we deal as the young people.
Yeah.
Kama wewe ni mtoto, enda ukakunywa maji. You find we procrastinate a lot.
Yeah.
Kama kuna generation imeona procrastination, it finance is our generation. Why do you think we are doing that?
Because fear of the unknown. There is that fear. Yenye unasema, nitaanza kesho.
Yes.
And you find that, okay, let me say, I'll do what? Yeah, okay, let me use it. That I'm going to work out. I'll start working out. Maybe next week. But you find that there's that fear that comes with working out that really psychologically you're not prepared to like tackle that problem, the fear that you're having. So you find that once the fear gets like the whole of us, then it tends to weigh us down and to make us like postpone. No, I won't start next week. I'll start in February. But you still, you find that even that February ikifika, if you didn't prepare yourself psychologically to tackle the fear of, is a fear of the unknown, ni zinakwanga vitu kidogo, and most of them ni beliefs too. They are not truth to hizo vitu like the fear people have. So I can say it's laziness. You just find there are people who are just lazy to do anything. So they just keep on postponing.
Yeah.
No, I'll start next month. I'll go to maybe a place wameamua kuenda, they decide to postpone it. For me, what I can like advise the young generation is to take that risk. You never know. Because if wewe ukiendelea tu kukaa kwa ya kona because of fear, then you'll never have a story. For me, I say no risk, no story.
No story.
Because once you risk one time, you never know, maybe there and luck yako ilikuwa.
Yeah.
So take that risk.
And as a psychologist,
yes.
Even though you've not finished, and I love the way you explaining things.
Yeah.
Do you help people to walk through the journey?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a journey, literally.
yeah, it is. And I really enjoy what I'm doing because I can relate. Maybe I have not experienced it, but I know how they think mentally.
Yes.
And you find that these are traits that they have potential, but and if there's something I'm usually super afraid of is when someone decides to like lose hope. Because you find, yes, they have a journey to like go through, but your hope hakuna, yani that motivation is even not there because they don't have people around them, people to like cheer them on, people to like encourage them, like there's an end goal, there's light at the end of the tunnel. So you find them being unmotivated, wanasema yani tu wako. But now giving someone hope is the best thing. Encouraging them on, cheering them on. Yeah.
And let me ask you, what I don't know whether it's something that you realize, but I've realized our generation is also, we are losing focus very fast.
Yeah.
Unapata nilikuwa naenda hivi dakika kidogo kuteke na kona, dakika kidogo nimerudi. What's making us not be consistent? What makes our generation not be very consistent in doing things?
And because they don't have an end goal. Ukisema natoka hapa naenda pale. Na they don't know what they're going to like kuenda kuchukua either ama kufanya at the end of it, then they get distracted along the way. You'll find maybe a random thought in our kuja.
Now it comes from I can remember in the beginning you said we need timeline. Now we started the journey.
Yes.
Now we need to know where we are going.
Yes. And the one
and
way
I never
to
thought it that way.
Okay. One way to like stay motivated is by visualizing it. Then useme, see yourself where you want to be kwanza. And if like you're super happy, ukijiona I am here, then you'll have to work to be there, like now in reality. So you find that using that example, a random thought will like click in my head, niseme, and let me pass here kwanza. Before niendelee hata nipite hivi kwanza. Then you find that there's maybe something that, and reason inakuanga there's something nice and inaenda kumbamba. Now that's losing focus.
Now, how do I stop? I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I love jewelry, so I'll tell myself, and perfumes.
Yeah.
So I'll tell myself, him was be disciplined. I buy one perfume, but I'll go work. Then nikumbuke, nijiambia nirudishie mwili shukrani. How do I stop from detouring from the main goal?
Now you've just mentioned now the key to like put an end to it. Discipline. You have to be disciplined, and discipline does not mean unajua now. Na inakuanga that uamue, let me just reward myself because enyewe it's right. It's not wrong. But to that goal umeamua kwa indiscipline. Because the time you are beginning to like pursue that goal, ulijiambia, this is what I'm going to do. And like that's what I'm going to stick at. But unajipata, yes, maybe you've done something, returns zimekuja, even forget to save. Now you see, you foreseeing like the end goal helps you to like be in track. And at it, you have to be like super.
I'm sure this show is also watched by family. But unapata pia saa zingine Quinter, you won't become a psychologist. And me as your man, I'll try and detour you. Or you find someone is doing something, but the wife will detour them. For selfish reason, like let me create a clear picture. Apart from being a TV talk show host, I'm into country music. And maybe a lady will feel, oh no, grandpa, you're meeting a lot of ladies, nini. aanze kusema you know me hata hii story ya mambo yako ya country staki. Amejaribu tu kuditua tu. At what point do I follow my dream, but I don't want to lose my partner? How do I merge the two? Yeah.
No, is know yourself. Nikijua this is what is bringing me happiness.
Yes.
Then go for it. For me, I'll go for it. At what expense?
No, acha nikuulize swali na jingine. So, Quinter having done psychology, and Grandpa is doing photography. That's how I get my bread and butter. But Quinter has done degree. Grandpa is a Form 4 leaver. That's now a classic way of now explaining. Quinter atenda patana na wanaume wenye huwa more learned than me. So there is aspect of fear.
Yeah.
You get? But it's not that I don't love her, but I have the fear of losing her. How do I be grounded in Quinter following her dream and not getting worried about Grandpa and his fears, rather than how do you bring Grandpa on board also to journey with you to make it a success?
Now, for that we have to for Quinter, you have to we have to have shared visions. With shared visions, I mean that with whatever I'm doing, I would love you to share in my vision. Me maybe accomplishing my career goals or businesses. Yes, at times, kwanza in relationships, is all insecurities do come up a number of times. But how well do you know Quinter? You know her, yani, there is something, there is character and there is reputation. Reputation ni vile watu wanakujua, but character is the real you. Yenye reputation yako can be tarnished, but the character iko. Yenye nitakuja niambiwe Grandpa amefanya hii, but because I know his character, nitasema that is not Grandpa. So knowing people who are in a fanya watu, and that's where trust comes in. I trust you, you trust me, then we have shared visions where we want to be. Because if anyway you're not taking me a notch higher, you're not elevating me, then something has to be done.
Something has to give in. You know, what she's saying is very important. And actually, giving from my personal example, if you go to my social media, that is Nash Sage, people think I'm a crazy fella. But you find me, well, I'm crazy, yeah? But I tend to think I'm also a little bit reserved. That's why you're saying knowing someone beyond what you see. But also, maybe we shall talk kidogo then when we come back. Do you think you're having enough time even to understand ourselves? Even in this goal, we get it. Yeah. We are going to come back, we will come back. So that if I'm interested with you or in you, I should first know myself before I've known you. But sasa unapata Grandpa hajijui. I want to confuse Quinter. Quinter anajua this is the path I want. Grandpa hakuna kitu anajua. I want us to merge that, because I know a lot of families are watching. Because you find kandi bibi amepata job kwa ofisi, maybe ameraise cheo. There is the fears, how did you get that cheo? Kani bwana ameenda maybe kazi Mombasa, there's fears ya wife. Mnena kina nani? So let's go for a break, come back and we try and understand how these the fears can make you lose focus. But I also love the way she's bringing the points home. Folks, this is the Coffee Talk with the Grandpa and my amazing co-host,
Quinter.
Je, wewe ni mfanyabiashara katika sekta ya elimu, afya bora, usafiri ama unamiliki kampuni yoyote ile? Ungependa kupata fursa ya kutangaza biashara yako ili kuwafikia wateja zaidi? Usikonde. Runinga ya Younib inakupa fursa ya kupeperusha matangazo kuhusu bidhaa na huduma unazotoa kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, wasiliana nasi kupitia nambari za simu 0750344700 ama kupitia barua pepe marketing@younibtv.com. Jinyakulie leo. Younib TV, ever the best.
Hey, good evening, good people. Welcome back to the Coffee Talk with the Grandpa and the amazing
Quinter.
Yeah, you know what, good folks? Staying with Quinter is just like being in a sauce where there is a lot of, how do you call it, spices of knowledge. She keeps on opening the mind. You know what, folks? What we are talking today is about your goals and achievements and all that. And I want to still tuongea kwa familia kwa sababu most of us young people, we're either dating, you're looking forward to date, or in a family setup, right? And hiyo swali hukunijibu vizuri, nataka unijibu sasa vizuri. Quinter. Quinter is learned. She's got a good job with an NGO, right? Grandpa has fears. Hey, Quinter tenda kwa niwache. Ama tapeta pesa mingi ya kwenda kiburi. Those are the two things zinatusumbua. Grandpa ako kwa country music. He'll meet a lot of women. Quinter atajaribu kuona penye pia wewe utajaribu ku bring those insecurities to me, si ndio? How do we deal with this madness from there?
We first need to deal with the insecurity. And with that, how do I shine your country music, and what do I do to even make you progress? Yes, I may have my fears, you meeting people, but what are you looking up to? Side yako ya country music. And are you working towards it, or you're also open to these other distractions, kama meeting people, nini? Because the only way I am going to maybe block my insecurities is how you deal with them. Because if I see you are only committed to the end goal, then that reassures me that you are not open to easy other distractions, maybe things that are not
let's be candid. Kukwenda mayangs, the ladies and all that. So you were saying, I need to sit down with you and tell you, Quinter, this is what I'm doing. This is my end goal. This is what I want to achieve.
Yes. And also, while at it, you'll also have to make me understand where I stand. Kwa hiyo goal yako, where are you placing me?
Yeah,
it's only that. Because, yes, kama, it's a good example.
Yeah.
You're having your country stuff, then there are insecurities.
Yeah.
We talk about them, but I also
are you meaning like
feel like I am also part of it.
Okay, are you for example, let's say I have a gig. Are you asking if you can come to the gig?
No.
Where are you? What's the position that you own in the country music?
Yes.
As me, as grandpa, or the product?
As you.
What are you saying?
It's confusing.
Yes, make it clear.
But I mean,
or rather, make it clear, or use any other example.
Let's go back to me being learned, me having that job at Safaricom, you having insecurities.
Yeah.
And it's like you tell me, number 1, 2, 3, don't sit well with me. I have issues. Then I tell you, this is what I am working on. This is my end goal, and this is what I'm committed in doing.
Yes.
I have to bring you into the picture, and that's what I mean by me placing you in whatever I'm doing. I let you know of maybe with that what I am doing really in Safaricom, and nikuweke ukue aware so that we pia ukwange ukijua this is what Quinter is doing.
Sisi hapo nipo sasa sisi tunasema tumetuketia.
Apana.
Now that's where we this generation, if I find myself in that water, then they'll say umeniketia.
I don't know, but
that's how it ought to be.
Even when I fight war. You know, for me, hii mambo ya huyu amekalia huyu shouldn't really arise, because ni watu mmeshikana and like you decide to be together. I'm
sure there are people who fell in love this year. They met in December and they were like, we are going to be together.
Yes.
How? I'm still trying to see when you're saying you need to be in my space. Is it as a person, or mentally, or both?
It's how you like choose. Because I don't mean that I have to be there with you. Ama tukienda country music, I have to tag along. But you connecting with me mentally, nijue grandpa anaenda at a certain place. Anaenda kufanya hivi, whatever. You know, sasa with that, if we have already settled the other insecurities, I am there already.
So literally is what our parents used to do. And like I could remember my mom will tell, even my dad will tell my mom, nimeenda kwa baba.
Yeah.
And if you go to Baba Nani's house, truly you're going to find him. Ama nimeenda place. So they were right in their... That's simple.
Yeah, they were right. Sasa unajua, the only problem is you may never know. Without wanasemanga siku yako kushikwa ukishikwa we shikamana, because you communicate, I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
Then maybe too after that day ameamua kusurprise wewe upatikani. Then you know when mtu akilose trust, then it's like
that's it.
Nivo. Even if that day something just happened, and being truthful is also
and
very
I'm
important.
sure, Quinter, you've seen trends in terms of relationships.
Yeah.
Right? I tend to think, my thinking, we are getting into not healthy relationship, but also tend to pull back our goals, our dreams, our aspirations.
Yeah.
Why do you think tunaingia kwa relationship nyingi hivi, trying to achieve something that is personal?
You yourself even don't know what you want. Because if you stay committed, now say I want this kind of person, You have to have things you're looking for. Not that, nataka to them. Which, unataka like qualities gani?
Nowadays, what's your act sana Quinter?
Yeah.
How do I unmask? What's your nickname?
Ada. Yeah, Da. Yeah.
So, there is Da and it's Quinter.
Yes.
Now, this is Da and Quinter combined. You get, eh?
Okay.
But I want to date with Quinter. Oh, let me use myself, it's much easier. I'm not this noisy when I'm alone. Though I'm a crazy fella, but I'm the worst example to use because I'm always noisy. But let's say this is a PR side of me. How do you get this is grandpa and this is the nganga. How does Quinter not focus on the grandpa, but focus now on the nganga, the real person?
Yeah, it all also starts with me.
You as Quinter.
Yes, me as Quinter. And what am I looking for? And if really nganga qualifies them, because people can be different.
Yes.
You said there is the PR side of you,
yes,
which requires you maybe to be noisy, stuff like that. But for Quinter, being that I'm not as loud, and maybe I will also want maybe a quiet person, and if I connect with nganga, then that's how like I'll be attracted to nganga, not to grandpa, because I cannot be attracted to grandpa. The noisy one. So ukiendea mtu and you like the mask, then it only means you not like the person using the mask.
Did you hear that? What?
Yeah.
So you're making a lot of blunders outside here.
True. Because Mimi, if you come to me knowing me maybe as someone else,
yes,
maybe me owning a title,
yes,
and you approach me as Miss Universities, then I won't give you attention, because me, I want you to know me for who I am, no Quinter, because that's the real me.
Now, with that, then means that we'll solve a lot of gender-based violence that we have.
Yes.
A lot of relationship heartbreaks.
Yeah.
And it is solve a lot of chaos that is there.
A lot, because we fall in love with masks. People who are, they're just pretending, faking things, they're not genuine. So you find that now after knowing someone and you realizing, no, you had a mask on you, and I don't like the real you after you removing your
I'm
mask.
sure there are people who come to you and they tell you their relationship story from a boyfriend-girlfriend situation. Sometimes you look at them and like, boy, oh boy, I wish you knew there is no compatibility here.
Yeah. Because when you talk to them separately, and you even wonder if they have such talks. Because it's like them themselves, they don't have a sense of direction. So talking to maybe the girlfriend, anakuambia, this is what I'm looking for. Now by this time nataka kuwa nimeachieve hizi vitu na the boyfriend. But now the boyfriend hizo haziko hata kwa akili yake. And you tend to wonder if they have these crucial topics of discussion that will pull their relationship in the positive direction. Because if you want something that she knows I don't have it, or I can't give it, and that's all you are in for, then it only means you're going nowhere.
Wow.
So I think talking, and there is power in people talking.
So watu wakienda date waeke simu chini.
Yeah, and they talk.
They talk.
Yes.
But I was doing my own research. People don't have such conversations nowadays, unfortunately.
Yes.
People want to talk 2-3 things, then they do what the big people do. Then the chaos starts.
Yes.
Inasema hata Quinter kwa mzuri, oh, I heartbreak you.
Yeah.
People don't want responsibility anymore. It starts with you. Quinter, look at that camera and deliver your maiden speech for New Year to people who are setting up goals and everything.
To my very good people, the year is still very fresh and very young. You had resolutions. Sit down, write them, and when you write them, visualize them. Like, see yourself in that end goal already, then work towards it. Prepare, be consistent in whatever you do, take risks, because don't like have the fear of the unknown, yet surely you have like that power and the ability to achieve your goals. Work smart, work hard, and also believe in yourself. Be confident. Thank you.
Perfect. Happy New Year, good people. Welcome back to the Coffee Talk with the Grandpa. You know what, good folks? I think we had a good run in 2024. 2025, we are here. And we are looking forward to have very meaningful, deep conversations that not only opens your brains, but leadeth you somewhere. Today's topic, it has been about goals. And you know what? Sometimes we confuse ourselves. So don't be confused. If you find this video later on, download it, listen to it, share it with your friends. And you know what? Keep it the Coffee Talk with the Grandpa. Till next Sunday with my lovely co-hosts. Cheers!